GoingMake sent me these 4 miter gauges, and sometimes on the website when you're on Amazon or wherever, it's hard to tell one from the other. They all look very similar, but they're all very different. So we've got them all here where we can do a side-by-side comparison. And let me show you what the difference between this $49 miter gauge and the $119 miter gauge is. So all 4 of them have the same split washers here. You just tighten down until they rub, and that way you can get your 0 clearance back to back, make it nice and solid. Also, they all are pretty much the same as you can go ahead, adjust to 0, and then you can loosen up the fence here, slide up, and then we're going to bring that till it just kisses our blade right there, and then tighten down. All right, so we just barely, I can hear it barely rubbing, and right here on the top I can see that I am at 0. And as you can see, it's kind of got a little magnifying glass where you can actually, when you move, you can get that exactly on what the measurement you want. And then here on our angle, we have the nice magnifying glass. We can loosen this up. Now, I don't know if you hear that. 22 and a half, 30. So all of our normal angles that we cut to, like there's 45, you know, they have the detents, so you can just lock it in, and then you're locked in on the angle. If you need to go in between, you actually have the little magnifying glass where, say, if you want to get on 40 degrees, you could get on 40 degrees. Now this one has a 14-inch fence. It's all very precision. It rotates really nice and smooth. The quality is just the same as all the other ones. Even when we come over here with our stop, you can see up here we have the Teflon bushings. And so once you lock that down, there's really no play whatsoever. You know, that's very solid. And then also with these, they have where you can have them here or here, depending on if you have a small board or a short board or have a bevel on it. Whichever one works better, you can move this little pin so that this, you're just touching on that end, which is going to give you more accurate than whenever you're trying to hit on a big area like that. All right, for $10 more, so you see this is a DF0729 here, DF0729. So this part is exactly the same. Our stop is exactly the same. We're going to set this up exactly the same. The only real difference that we have is now we have a 18-inch fence instead of the 14-inch fence. So pretty much every piece of this is identical. It's going to have the same magnifying glass here, the same stops. And now these two here, they both, the bar that goes onto your saw is only 14 inches, and it has 3 of the split washers to lock into the track. So unless you're with a small table saw, job site saw, and are really pressed for space, I think it was definitely, I mean, it's only 4 inches, but that 4 inches is going to make a huge difference when you're trying to hold a longer board up here. You know, the longer that board is, especially when you start doing the miters, it's going to be much easier to hold that board with the longer fence. So definitely, if I was going to choose between these two, I would go with the $59. Definitely think it's worth the $10 upgrade. All right, so now we're jumping up to $89. And for the $89, you're getting a completely different miter gauge. So for our angles, you've got this spring-loaded tab right here. We can pull it up and we can rotate it, and then we can move freely. But if we put this over into the center position there, because it's lifted up, and then now it's going to drop into the hole on our more common angles, 12 and a half, 22 and a half, 30, 45, 60, 67 and a half. So then we've got that positive stop there with that dropping down into the hole. Now, when you're trying to get in between there, you just got your little pointer. So if you're not using your common angles, I actually think the other gauge, maybe the 2.9, might be a little easier with the magnifying glass, but in all actuality, these are the only angles that I normally ever use. And so that's got this, really good stop right there, and then we lock it down. So just like with the other one, we would loosen these up, set our number right here to 0, and now it still has the magnifying glass here for our 0, and all 4 of these have metric and standard measurements on it. And then we put it up right to the tip where we're barely touching, and now we're zeroed out, and then we can move this to whatever we need to get it to. All right, so if we thought that that's where we were, we made our cut and we just need to move that, we can sit here and just barely roll that over, just a couple of thou at a time. These are marked off in thous of an inch, so if I just need to move this 1/2 thousandths, I can certainly do that, and we can get that precisioned in. So that's the second thing that we're getting, is this upgraded stop, which has the thousandths to where we can really get that zeroed in, dead on, to make those repetitive cuts. And you also notice that with the $89 one, we are getting the 18-inch fence, and also it has both of these are the 0727. The bar here is 18 inches, so we got 4 inches longer, and that gives us 4 of these split rings to go in the track, and that's going to let you pull this back further before it comes out of your slot, and be able to cut much bigger boards. And again, this one is starting at 18, because now we're getting up more towards a professional miter gauge, and this one right here would be a fantastic miter gauge to have. But if you could swing it, this one's $119, so it's got the same with the detents here to lock in on all the same angles. This is a 027, so it's the exact same miter gauge as the other one. It has the same exact precision stop here, with your precision, where you can move this 1,000th at a time. So the extra trick this one has is when you bring this out here, it'll only go to 16. So you line up your precision marker right here on the 16. Once you get that lined up on the 16, whereas the other one was 18 inches, you only get 16 inches, but you loosen that off, and now we can go out, and then the marks are back up in here, and this will go up to 30 inches. So now being able to go out here to 30 inches, it, really takes this up to a professional miter gauge. We've got the thou, increments out here. So we've got the super precision. Everything about this is precision. The only thing I do not completely love about it is that the little tick marks down there are black, and makes it a little bit difficult to see. It would have been nice had the little error indicators had a little color paint, and I'm going to probably put a little bit of paint on there and mark those white. But other than that, this is really a top of the line, going to get you all your major features at a very economical price for what it is. All right, so which one should you get? Well, it all going to depend on what you do and your saw, your setup. So if you've got a small job site saw, one of these here that's got the smaller 14-inch is probably all you're going to need. If you've got the bigger, like just a contractor saw, definitely with the longer bar is going to make this, to me, I just like the longer bar. I'm able to pull it back further and be able to get larger boards up in there. I also love the precision of being able to really dial that down to the thousandths of an inch. So if you have it, these are fantastic just because of the stops. And, 89, 119, it is what it is. But for the $30 going up from here to there, I definitely think that the stop is worth the $30. and then you got basically $30 to go from here to there. And on that one, you get to go from a 16-inch to a 30-inch fence. So definitely think it's worth that upgrade. So if you do have a bigger work area and you do cut those longer boards sometimes, and you don't have, say, a miter station set up, this would definitely be a really good one to have. If you've got a miter saw, miter station, I would probably go with this one right here, but I don't think you can go wrong with any of them because they're all four high quality. Until next time, I hope everybody has a wonderful day.